Welcome to a special episode of Gaze Ops. Today, we're going inside the War Campaign Tribunal. We're going to speak to the war campaign themselves as well as victims of their alleged horrid acts. Is the War Campaign Tribunal a place where you can go and never return from? Is it an innocent chat room? We'll present accounts from all parties involved and let you, the viewer, decide. Now, we go inside the War Campaign Tribunal.
I walked into that place prepared. I had a bunch of arguments, and I was looking forward to putting them forth to War Campaign. I thought maybe they'd realize the error of their ways, but everything I said fell on deaf ears, and before I knew it, I realized it was an ambush. They were calling me soy, cuck, fudge. They were saying something about schemes and scams. They were talking about my girlfriend's boyfriend and how cool he was compared to me. And I needed out of there. And I'm no fool. I know you can just leave these things. So I hit that little X in the corner of the window and it closed, but the conversation kept going, the call. I couldn't close it out. And I started to panic. So I shut down my computer and the words kept echoing in my ears, and I just ran from the room. And I haven't gone back into that room, and I haven't booted up that computer since. And I don't know when I will, because War Campaign will be waiting for me.
Well, that sounds horrifying, Beluga. Can you give me a little more information? I've heard there were backholes being taken in these tribunals. Can you speak on that, and how is your backhole faring at this point in time?
Yeah, they took my backhole, according to them, and I checked it myself in the middle of the conversation. Sure enough, it was still there. It was just fine, but I felt a tickle, and the tickle left me disheartened, and I still feel it to this day.
But you are here with us now. You managed to escape the tribunal. Can you tell us how you managed that with these digital restraints?
I feel like the tribunal never ended, to be honest. I feel like it's still going. It echoes in my ears. It reminds me of the old days in elementary school, being chased down on the recess playground and beaten to a bloody pulp while my girlfriend watched.
But Beluga was not the only victim. We have another account from an amphibian we will name only as Hermit the Log.
I got into the tribunal the same way I get into everything, Red. I got into it because of cocaine.
Simply criminal. So you're telling me that the war campaign took advantage of your drug addiction to bring you into the tribunal and abuse you in multiple ways?
Wow, you have no idea. That sounds like an allegory for my life. But yes, that's exactly what happened. Cocaine. It's a bitch, Red.
And while inside, were you subjected to any kind of backhole mistreatment?
Oh my god, I suffered both front and backhole torture. Double penetration. It was really rough. I think I'm gonna cry. I have PTSD because of them. That's about it.
It's okay, Hermit. Hang in there, we're almost through. Now, has it been your experience that you're still stuck in the tribunal? I've heard numerous cases, where many people feel like they've never actually left.
I'm sorry, I was just stuck in the tribunal. Yes, I am having that experience. I constantly have flashbacks and flash forwards and bend over memories, and it's really scarred my green mind.
Well, Hermit, I'm terribly sorry to hear that, but I'd like to thank you for sitting down with us and just telling your truth.
I'm not sitting. I can't sit down because of my butthole. It hurts since War Campaign abused it.
I appreciate your time, Hermit. And I'm very happy to see that you seem to be quite lucid. I've heard rumors that War Campaign undergoes brainwashing techniques during these tribunals, but thankfully you seem to have avoided that kind of mistreatment.
Well, now, just support War Campaign.
But War Campaign's own chief of meme police, Man of Sex, would dispute these claims. Welcome, Man of Sex. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to take some of your time to ask you about the Tribunal. Can you give me your experience in Tribunal and just share with us what this Tribunal really is?
Well, it's a little place we like to go around. We like to get together. We touch our dick tips, and then when likely we talk about food. Sometimes we talk about our tips, saying, "Oh, your tip looks a little more red today than the other day." Your tip looks good, looks a little blue, and then we touch, and then we make up, and that's pretty much the Tribunal.
But are people being lulled into the Tribunal and then held against their will and interrogated?
There was one Pussinopolis. We held him there, and well, actually, he kind of held himself there. He kept on saying, "Spank me, spank me, spank me." We're like, "Oh, boy, you can get out of here." This is a room for dick tips, not for Pussinopolis. There's no pussies here. And he decided to stay. He just kept wanting us to spank us with his dicks.
Man of Sex, we have accounts from multiple victims expressing exactly the opposite. Can you refute their claims?
The cult victims? There's no real actual victims. Everyone's just, whoever can come, they come. Otherwise, it's just, a gist fest. It's not about who you are, who your victim, what your name is. It's more just about, your tips and come.
I was able to sit down with the Gaylord himself, Ro Kabir Kumar, while Gat Hanzo and the Soy Child Dong Lover joined us via satellite. I'd like to welcome the War Campaign. Thank you, gentlemen, for sitting down with me. Ro Kabir Kumar, this first question is for you. You are the infamous figurehead of a group known as the War Campaign. Is that correct?
Hail, brother. They call me the Gaylord. Absolutely.
Well, the Gaylord certainly sounds like a formidable title. I appreciate the three of you coming to join us today. I have a series of questions for you in regards to the War Campaign Tribunal and the War Campaign in general. It would seem as though your group has developed quite the reputation for online bullying and harassment, and one might even say schemes and scams. Some have insinuated that the War Campaign is some kind of comic book cult. What is your response to that?
I would say that, the brothers together showed their affection for one another in different ways. We enjoy the company of one another, and some have called us a cum cult. That is true. But you are allowed to come and go as you please in the War Campaign.
Seaman savers.
Right. What do you think? What do you think, Ben?
I short answer, yes, we're a cult.
Well, Pan, I'm not sure that you're doing yourselves any favors by admitting that, but let's move on. Your stated philosophy is comicsgate gay. Can you speak to that?
Well, I would say, brother, that to be gay on the internet is to enjoy gaiety, is to enjoy the lighter things in life, laughter, kindness, backholes, to enjoy I would say, put it this way. Have you ever seen a fairy cry?
Yeah, man. I'm down with making fairies cry. Is War Campaign gay? Was that the question?
That's right. Your stated philosophy is comicsgate gay. Can you speak to that? That's the question.
Yeah, comicsgate gay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I can say too much other than you see how we act, and a lot of people think that's gay.
Mm-hmm. What about yourself, Gat?
Look, it's not something that can be answered. This is kind of like a gray area question, right? I believe each man has their own right to decide how gay they are, and how gay they are for Comicsgate, or how gay they're in Comicsgate, Some people are gay in Comicsgate and they're totally straight in real life. Some people are War Campaign Spartan gay, and, they kind of get a little Comicsgate gay occasionally. And then in real life, they're gay. It's just the way it is,
That's it, brother.
It speaks to each individual of the War Campaign for them to probably speak their own piece on that.
So you're all saying that basically gay is gay, and anyone's welcome to be as gay or as on-gay as they please within War Campaign.
Well, this is it. I mean, you know what? Maybe I want to expand on my answer a little bit. It's, put it this way, right? It's like when you look at Blair White, you know?
Who's Blair White?
Yeah, who's Blair White?
Well, she's like this,
Blair-
she's a tranny that you know, I
Wait a
got.
second.
Here we go.
All right, you know
Can
what?
we see some pictures?
Well, all right,
Blair
I mean,
White.
yeah. Well, she was going up head to head with this other tranny, right? It was sort of like a tranny on tranny thing.
Now, all right, gentlemen. I think we're getting just a little bit off topic here. Let's bring it back.
Here, all right, next question.
Excellent, thank you, Ro. Is it true that you are responsible for unleashing your cult members to destroy the lives of decent, hardworking people who are just trying to make comic books?
Wow.
Yeah, right.
It's like that one thing, bro, when you were getting accused of being like the Machiavellian type of character that said that you unleash the memers. Remember that?
Oh, yes. Oh, right. Okay, now I know what they're saying. Yeah, no, this was it. I mean, put it this way. I like to think that, you know, we have single-handedly, look, put it this way. When I dream, when I close my eyes, you know, I got my hands are in the hands of another man.
Stay tuned for part 2 of Inside the War Campaign Tribunal. Don't miss the gripping conclusion.